Hello, my name is Kirian, or Kris, Matthew. My life was dramatically different several years ago. I had just moved to Tampa from New York City, where I had been struggling with issues that affected my personal and professional life. My brother John has been a member of Hyde Park for a while, so I started attending services in small groups with him. I felt very comfortable at Hyde Park and was happy to call it home. As I settled in, my brother recommended that I talk with Justin LaRosa because he had traveled a very similar path as the one that I was on at the time. Now, I had acknowledged that something needed to change, but I wasn't taking much action to address it. I was the type that had to learn the difficult way. I would achieve some periods of success before inevitably going down that same destructive path again. I was not really committed and was comfortable staying on the edge of the boat of recovery as opposed to the middle. I was always flirting with falling overboard and hung out with a crowd that was in the same position. After yet another stumble over 2 years ago, I hung my head and admitted to God and to a few select others that I needed help. I had just lost another promising job and went to talk with Justin and Bob at the Portico. To my surprise, they suggested that I apply for a management position at the Portico Cafe. I honestly did not think I deserved a position like this, but was happy to apply and was delighted to be hired. It was at the Portico that I was introduced to Love Inc., their mission, and the idea of redemptive compassion. I knew that I had value and God-given potential. I was just not realizing what that was. I learned more of what Love Inc. was doing in the Tampa community and more specifically about the Portico Workforce Housing Solutions Program. I decided that I was going to be steadfast and get my life back on track. I asked Justin, along with Ann and Mike Doyle, how they might help. We came up with a plan of my goals of starting a career in the IT industry. Almost 2 years later, I have achieved certifications in 3 different IT fields. Love Inc. has also kept me accountable by requiring me to have some skin in the game. I was contributing directly to my own success while receiving help at the same time. After putting my ego in the rearview mirror, wonderful things began to happen. I have recently become a Love Inc. board member and help with different service projects. I attracted an amazing, beautiful woman named Viviana, whom I married earlier this year. It is said that if we work for a positive life with honesty, things will happen, sometimes quickly and sometimes slowly, but they will materialize if we earnestly work for them. This has certainly been true in my life. I have a renewed zest for life and an exciting hope for the future. And perhaps best of all, Love Inc. has provided me with an incredible way to give my own brand of redemptive compassion. I am forever grateful to Love Inc. and Hyde Park United Methodist Church for not just a second chance, but a chance at a second life. Thank you for being a part of my story.